despite baseball not being commonly featured on our sporting calendar, in sports, because of its strategic role, readily accept the inclusion of baseball, which will no doubt help to foster and enhance sports here in Jamaica and the Caribbean. This initiative, I believe, will also enhance the building of relationships individually and collectively, and also will transcend beyond our borders. We are looking forward to the days and weeks ahead to continue these discussions, which will enable us to arrive at a determination as to the final details of our partnership.
BMR Energy, we own and operate a wind farm in St. Elizabeth Parish, the breadbasket of Jamaica. We have 36 megawatts that we produce every day that powers nearly 3% of this country. We're small, but we're hoping to grow as Jamaica strives towards its clean energy future of 50% renewables by 2030. These are high tasks, but Jamaica's up to it. There is no doubt. The big thing that we all need is the training and the tools to make things happen. Baseball is somewhat similar to our wind farm. Our windmills are 416 feet high. The technology is the newest in the world. No one has ever operated these kind of machines before. But when we brought these machines to Jamaica, we hired and we trained local Jamaicans to excel. Our goal here today is somewhat similar. We want to give kids the foundational tools and roots and training to make them successful in baseball or any passion they pursue. Baseball is a symbol, as wind turbines are a symbol, of the ability to achieve things, provided they are enabled. Our goal here is to really help that happen and go beyond the projects that we serve in St. Elizabeth for Greater Jamaica. There is no doubt that we can find the next Justin Masterson here over the next 48 hours. We are so happy to have him back in Kingston, and he's getting a warm welcome. And really today is about the kids returning home and then looking towards the future.
So this is our first big project in Jamaica related to baseball. We do not intend to make it the final one. As many of you know, baseball has been played in the United States for over 150 years, and it's America's pastime. You also know that the fever for baseball spread throughout the Caribbean, Cuba, Dominican Republic, other neighbors here. But we also know that while baseball may not be the primary sport here, from what we understand, Jamaicans love sports. They love competition, they love winning, and they love challenge. So with these ideas in mind, we at CEBF, with our partners on the stage, seek to build upon the legacy of sport and competition in Jamaica for a couple of days here for this Goodwill Visit, with Justin leading the way.
As I told him I was coming here, he said, "That's great. We have the most famous Jamaican-born person that no one's ever heard of." So, so thanks, Courtney. Love you too. I mean, baseball has been an extremely impactful thing in my life, sports in general, and we know well that I was born here, and a heritage of I haven't been back in a while. Whether when I was young I couldn't afford to come back, and as older it was difficult finding the time. I was putting so much work in and building a family of 3 kids, and it just became the perfect time to be able to come here and to see that baseball was once here, and yet we can bring it again, and it's such a microcosm of life. When you bring it into the young kids, it teaches them self-discipline and how to value themselves in a positive way, which we know sports does that, but it's also a team sport that does that, where you have to value the person next to you as much as you value yourself, sometimes almost more, and know that you can't do it by yourself, but you have to have the people around you, and you have to trust them and know that they're going to do their part in order to do that. And I think that transcends, as the word that has been used here, transcends just this game of baseball that we can use, but into culture, into the whole Jamaican culture of who we are and what we're trying to do as we bring a people together in order to show the power of what Jamaica really is within this world. And so I think baseball is just a little step of that, but will be beneficial and monumental as we go. And of course, this is just a little baby step of moving us in the right direction of using the game of baseball as a way to show the world the incredible prowess, I can't speak anyways, of what Jamaican athletes are, of bringing something in that's not necessarily cultural to Jamaica, and seeing how within, I'm sure, a few years, the domination that the Jamaican people will have. And I'm excited to see what that will happen. And I'm just, in the shadow of such great Jamaican baseball players who came before me, and Devon White, and Chili Davis, and Rolando Rooms. And so I'm just thankful to be able to be a part of a Jamaican-born players who have played in Major League Baseball and had so much fun. But not only just to hold that to myself, but to bring that back here and allow young kids to see that and say, yeah, you can have success in a lot of sports, but now baseball can be one of those where it is a world-known sport, and it's gaining traction, and it's going to be in the Olympics, in Japan here again. So the world still loves it.
AmCham has been in Jamaica since 1986. We're part of over 100 chambers globally. We're also part of the U.S. Chamber, and our mission is to promote trade and invest between Jamaica, the United States, and the region. Sports. When you think of Jamaica, you think of sports. The business of sports is a big opportunity between Jamaica and the United States. So I would like to say thank you to the baseball Goodwill people, all of you, for coming to Jamaica, back to Jamaica, because we've had baseball here before, and we want to make sure it sticks. So one of the more important things about the American Chamber is we partner, we can help you. So to get a good footprint with the business of baseball, knock on our doors, we're here to help. We have over 200 members. In terms of Jamaica, Jamaica is a wonderful place. Our biggest asset, our people. Giving our children more opportunity to be more diverse in sports, it's a very, very, very important thing. So to the chairman of InSport, you're doing a wonderful job. We need to keep the business of sport and having our children, from a health perspective, also a part of business for sports. If you're not healthy and you haven't picked up something, even as adults, you can go and play baseball. So I have a challenge for myself there. You're gonna have to teach me, Justin.
I mean, it wasn't a big sell when you came and talked to us about what you guys were planning. It's right in line with what the State Department's and the U.S. government's overall goals are in respect to sports diplomacy. It's sports diplomacy, as you know, is something that we do around the world. And our hopes is that this will continue here in Jamaica. And not only that, that we will have a bigger role in supporting and in providing support for such an initiative here, because sports diplomacy, what it provides with cultural exchange and also the values that are included with that, is something that you can transcend that in every part of the world. And having young people work together and playing for a common goal is something that we at the U.S. government and the U.S. Embassy like to support here in Jamaica and also in other parts. So we're just happy that you actually reached out to us and that we're available to actually be here at this event. And we look forward to next year being here and doing a little bit more with you guys. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much. I'm Pip Decker from BMR.
How are you?
Thank you so much for coming.
It's okay. It's okay. Yes.
My Vice President.
This is for BMR.
You.
Very nice.
This is from Kingston-born Justin Masterson.
You just give it a little. That's what we call a baseball glove. And so then as the kids will find out, no, it stays right there. Nice and easy to the fingers. This shoulder, but this elbow goes up a little bit. And we just drive it through as if that enemy that you're really upset at.
So you know the game.
You act like his head is right here, and then you try to that's what you do. The person you hate, that's what you act like the baseball
I love
is.
this one.
So it comes in, and
Not here.
and then you just
Smash it out.
she's all yours.
Let's play ball.
So this is the first pitch of hopefully a great 48 hours in Jamaica. We're so grateful to have the minister here.
And it would be a good discipline.
Well, we will give support. We want to see this program succeed. We want to embrace baseball like any other sporting discipline. And I just hope that now that we are fully on board, I hope that they can keep the pace that I would like to see, because I believe that this has great potential and I want to see it grow, and within 5 years we should be making an impact or having an impact both across the island and within the region.